Hi everybody, I'm Coach Bob McCreary from baseballbytheyard.com. A couple years ago I did some unofficial research. I sent out a question on a private Facebook group that I belong to of former professional baseball players, and I said, hey guys, let me hear your comments here. Anybody who coaches at the college level, no matter what type of college, community college, D1, 2, 3, a whole bit, anybody who coaches at the college level and anybody who is now a scout or a professional coach in baseball, I need you to answer this question. What are some of the things that you can't believe that you still have to teach at that level that should have been taught before the kids even got to you? And when we come back, I'm going to tell you the most common answer I got. I got a lot of answers, but the most common answer you are not going to believe. I'll tell you when we come back. All right, folks, so here we go. Want to know the most common answer I got? How to take a lead. Are you kidding me? You're telling me that there are Division I college players. You're telling me that there are kids who are drafted and signed into professional baseball and they do not know how to take a lead, say here at first base? That is incredible. Folks, unfortunately, it's true. So I'm going to go and tell you now how to take a lead. This is something you can apply at any level, whether it's Little League, high school, college, and pro level. It's a standard 9-foot lead. Now, first off, let me just say, there are no absolutes in baseball. You're going to find runners who do this a little differently, who take longer than a 9-foot lead, who take less than a 9-foot lead. But basically, 9 feet is kind of the standard distance that, in general, is going to work for most people. And then you can tweak it from there based on your own ability, footwork, whether you're a base stealer or not, and so forth. Okay, so step number one. First off, we want to start our lead with our left foot. Okay, so here's how we do this. If we are in a league where I'm allowed to take leads, okay, I am going to start facing second base, and my first step is going to be a big step with my left foot, like this, okay? I'm going to tell you why in a little bit here, but just follow me for now. Left foot first, and then right foot, and then I'm going to do two, what I call 2/3 steps, okay? I'll do 2/3 of a step, and extend, 2/3 of a step, and extend. Now, this batting tee here, right in the middle of the batting tee, I measured it, is 9 feet. And you can see my left foot is now 9 feet from first base, okay? You'll also notice that I never had to look back at first base when I was taking my lead. Little known fact here, that base has not moved since Abner Doubleday put it there. It hasn't gone anywhere. So there is no need for a runner to keep looking back at the base to see where they are. My eyes should be glued to the guy who has the ball in his hand, and that is the pitcher. So when I take my lead, even though I'm facing second base, my eyes are on that pitcher. Left foot, right, 2/3 of a step, 2/3 of a step, and I'm about in that 9-foot distance here. Now let's break down some of the little things here. Some people may say, well coach, why do you step with the left foot? Because you're kind of crossing over here, okay? I get your point. Here's the problem. If I lead with my right foot, and if I ever cross over, now I'm in a tough position to get back to first base. If I start with my left foot and he throws over, I'm close. I haven't left the bag yet. So it's not a problem if I cross over on my very first step. It becomes a problem if I'm crossing over out here. That's what we want to try to avoid, okay? The left foot first is also going to help me get to my lead quickly. And that is a major problem that I see with base runners at a lot of levels. They take a 9-foot lead, but it takes them forever to get out there. And so even a base stealer who gets the steal sign, instead of being in this position and being ready to go, they don't get their lead fast enough, and they're still in the process of getting their lead, and the pitcher throws home. Now I'm maybe, what, 5 feet from first base? So even if I can run, I'm going to get thrown out at second base. So just because you take the proper footwork isn't good enough. You have to make sure you get out there quickly, okay? So that first big step by your left foot does help me get out there faster as opposed to doing this. This tends to be pretty slow of a process, and I never get to my full length lead. If I start with my left foot, I can typically get out there a little bit faster, okay? So that's why we start with the left foot. Now the 2/3 step. So I get to this point here, I've done my left foot and my right foot lands. One of the things I always want to avoid as a base runner is I never want to have my feet right next to each other, because that's a very unathletic position to be in. So if I need to get out, I wouldn't go here and then extend, because if that pitcher throws over and my feet are right here, I'm in trouble. That's just a very unathletic position. So I always want space in between my feet. So that's why we do the 2/3 step from here. I bring my left foot to about 2/3 of the distance. My feet are still separated a little bit, makes me more athletic in case he throws over right now, and I can still repeat the process and get out there, okay? Another tip is we never want to have both feet off the ground at the same time. So that when I do my 2/3, I'll see some young kids will start off fine, and then when they get to here, they'll hop. And they'll do that. We never want to hop off first base, because if I'm in the air and that pitcher throws over, of course I have to land and then try to get back. So I always want to have one foot on the ground at all times. I step, land, 2/3, 2/3, and now I am good to go. So that is the footwork on how to take a standard 9-foot lead. As I said before, if you're a base stealer and you can get a little bit more and you can still get back, that's fine. If you have to take a little bit less, that's okay too. But we want to try to work from that 9-foot lead. Just about everybody, if they are a 9-foot lead guy, can take a half a step and a dive and should be able to get back no matter how good that pitcher's pickoff move is. So just being fast doesn't make you a good base stealer. You have to get a big enough lead, and you have to get out there in time. And so follow that process that I showed you before, starting with your left foot right, 2/3, 2/3, and that's going to get me the proper distance and allow me to get out there to give myself a chance to steal the base. Hey folks, that's going to do it. Thank you so much for watching. Hey, do me a favor and share this with 3 people. Share it with someone that you know is going to like it. Share it with a second person that you know that needs to hear it. And a third person that you think, hey, maybe they are not going to like it. Share it with them anyway. One of the problems in baseball is kids are not learning these little things about the game, and baseball IQ has never been at the lows that it is now. So please help me share these videos to improve the knowledge of baseball, particularly among the young levels, and raise that baseball IQ. I'm Coach McCreary from baseballbytheyard.com. Go to that website for all tips in all areas of the game. I appreciate your time. Take care, everybody, and I am out.